I'm at the Mount Pleasant Farmers Market and I'm on the hunt for some delicious olive oil. I'm gonna use it later today for my kitchen adventures. I'm Lauren Fury, now we're cooking. Liam, I am so glad you're here today. You even escaped the good waves today to come join me in the kitchen.
It was quite a sacrifice. Waves are firing right now. So Lauren, you definitely owe me one, but I am super stoked to be here.
Everybody knows Liam as the nicest guy, and he always finds a way to make everybody feel good about themselves, which I really admire.
Lauren, thank you so much.
You're welcome so
Oh my God,
much.
you just made my whole week.
Yeah, well, good. And today I picked this sweet dessert for you because you're super sweet. And so this is called Panna Cotta. And so Panna Cotta is an Italian dessert, which means cooked cream. And so it's made with buttermilk, vanilla, and then a whole lot of seasonings that we're gonna walk you through. We're gonna top it all off with a shortbread crumble just to add that extra crunch. You ready to get into this?
Let's do it.
Let's do this thing. All right, so Liam, the first step is to take this sugar and just dump it into the pot.
The whole thing?
The whole thing.
That's surprising you want this much sugar because you're sweet enough already.
Oh, thank you. You got all the puns, huh? There you go. Thank you so much. We're gonna take this microplane, which you can also call a zester, and we're gonna take the zest off this orange. Zest has all the essential oils that add the aromatics of the orange that we all know and love.
Can I give that a shot?
Of course, yes. Here you
So
go.
I'm not halfway as talented as Lauren at cooking, but so bear with me.
I think he's double.
If I do this wrong, please let me know.
That's perfect. And now you see all this orange you have on the bottom?
You want me to hit that on there?
Perfect.
That smells so good.
So good.
And zesty.
So zesty. We're basically putting our heads into this pot and pinching together the sugar with the orange zest to make the sugar orange. We want to really accentuate the orange flavor, and by combining it with the sugar, it'll be more evenly distributed through the panna cotta. Now you have orange sugar, and honestly, you could put it on a margarita rim, you could dust it on cookies, you could eat it by the spoonful.
I wish I had this as a car air freshener. It smells so just fresh and citric.
I'll start working on that for you. Just keep a panna cotta in your car.
Keep a panna cotta in the car.
You gotta have it. Now, let's show everybody. That looks so good, Liam.
Boom.
You're an expert sugar maker.
Aw,
Orange
thanks.
sugar. Aren't you glad you could show off some skills?
God, you beat me to it.
So now we're gonna add some heavy cream. And so since this is a buttermilk panna cotta, we're actually gonna include both heavy cream and buttermilk because buttermilk is tangy and lighter than cream. And it also adds that southern twang that we love with the Italian fusion.
Okay.
All right, and so Liam, you wanna whisk that up for me
Just
real quick?
whisk it up real quick.
Yeah. And so after this is done cooking, you can strain the mixture, but I really don't feel like that's a necessary step. Like, I like to taste that orange zest super strongly. And the longer you let this dessert sit in the fridge, the stronger it'll taste.
And how long do you think we should let it sit in the fridge for?
At least 4 hours, and then up to 5 days, if you don't
Up
eat
to
it all.
5 days?
Yes.
All right.
It tastes best after you let it rest overnight. Oh, perfect. So that's good. Let's take this to the stove and add the buttermilk.
Let's bring it on over.
Let's do it. So now that we've made it back to the stove, we're gonna put our gelatin and water mixture together, which will make our panna cotta nice and creamy and stable once it sets. You ready for this?
Now we're gelling.
Now we're gelling. So you wanna take this little cup right here and add that to that water. That's right. And then gently take your now we're cooking spatula.
Should I start stirring it up?
Look at those waves you're making.
You're so punny.
Yeah. And so that's awesome. So you're getting all the sides of that bowl and just get all that gelatin off the sides. Oh yeah. Perfect. And then that is ideal.
That is wild how like quickly it becomes like not solidified, but
right?
just jelly.
It's so jelly.
So jelly.
I figured this would be a recipe that you would like.
Look at that thing. What?
It's like a sand castle. Okay.
Can I put a face in it? Oh, totally.
Whatever makes you happy.
Well, he's about to be a happy little gelatin ball.
You take that whisk and just gently stir this mixture like every few minutes to make sure that it's evenly heating.
I'll be very careful because it's whiskey business.
It's
Lauren.
whiskey business. So we're heating this mixture up now before we add the buttermilk and the rest of the ingredients because we want the sugar to dissolve with this higher heat in the heavy cream. We don't want the buttermilk to curdle, and so we just have to let it cool down for a minute before we add the buttermilk, vanilla, orange, and a pinch of salt. That this is coming together so beautifully, Liam. All the sugar is dissolving, and it's about time to add the gelatin and the rest of our ingredients. Put this thing together. Liam, why don't you go ahead there, that bottle of buttermilk, just pour it right into the pot. Oh yeah. Ooh, I like that little shape you're making.
God, that was so satisfying.
It is a fun recipe, isn't it? And then we're gonna add this gelatin right there.
Bye-bye, friend.
And then we're gonna add a pinch of salt. Just like that. And then we'll add that vanilla. Beautiful.
It smells good.
It's like abstract art, Liam.
You're abstract art.
Oh my gosh, thank you. It's a heart attack. Just the juice of that orange right there. You're fancy. And then just whisk it right up, your favorite.
I'll take a whisk on this recipe.
Yeah. We've got everything in the pot now. We're gonna bring it over and put it in our ramekins.
Let's go.
Let's go. So we have our Panna Cotta mixture nice and warm, and look at those orange specks in there. It's all that orange sugar that's been dissolved, but we still have our orange zest. And just to make our lives easier, we're gonna pour the Panna Cotta mixture into this liquid measuring cup with the spout so that we can actually fill these up successfully.
All right.
All right.
You trust me?
I trust you
We
completely.
do it this way, ready?
Wow, you must have done this before. Thank you so much.
Dude, I love pouring things into other things.
Well, why don't you do the honors then? I wanna put you to work, Liam Becker.
Let's go, Panna Cotta.
All right, so we're gonna let these go in the fridge for 4 hours, and we're gonna make our chocolate chip shortbreads, which are made with a little bit of local cornmeal. And so let's get these in the fridge and finish the rest of our recipe. So, Liam.
Lauren.
These chocolate chip shortbreads are so chocolatey, like I think you will absolutely love these.
I love chocolate. I can't wait to taste this.
So we're gonna first start off by combining our butter, our unsalted butter, into this large bowl. And this is softened butter that's just been sitting out at room temperature because it'll be easy to combine. And then here's a little extra virgin olive oil because I like to add an Italian flair to recipes whenever I can.
Of course you do.
And it actually adds a little bit of a spice to it. All right, and so now we're gonna add brown sugar. You can use light brown sugar, dark brown sugar. Brown sugar is really, fun fact, just sugar with molasses in it.
That's what makes it brown.
Yes.
No kidding.
Add this granulated sugar.
All the sugar.
All the sugar.
Even though you are sweet enough already.
So we're gonna pour a little bit of vanilla extract in there. Beautiful.
God, the vanilla smells so good.
Right? That vanilla bean flavor is so strong. And now we're gonna, Liam, if you could please stir this up for me.
I would be happy to.
And so, how did you get into loving surfing so much? I've been just thinking about this.
You know, my grandma and grandpa lived on the water. They started a seafood restaurant way before I was born. They started it from nothing. They lived in a trailer across the parking lot. It was right on the water, and I think being on the water with him and also being in the back of the kitchen, helping him clean dishes, like since I was a little kid, kind of gave me a little bit of love for the ocean as well as cooking at the same time. Moving down to Charleston about almost 16 years ago gave me the option to go to school and also to surf whenever I wanted to. When I was in college, in between classes and in between working, I would go from downtown to Folly Beach, catch as many waves as I could, and then go back to class with wet hair, sandy feet, and a salty attitude because I had to get out of the water.
So if you tilt the bowl and then use the back of the spoon to kind of push down the butter, it'll help it more evenly combine with all the sugars. And so depending on how soft your butter is how well it will thoroughly combine. But I've made this recipe a million times, and I can tell you what we have right here is perfect for our shortbreads. Now we're gonna add some all-purpose flour to thicken our shortbreads up. And some local yellow cornmeal, which has a sweetness to it that you must have in these shortbreads. And so now we're going to mix up the dry with these wet ingredients. The dry ingredients slowly absorb into the wet ingredients, which is great. Basically, the wet ingredients are hydrating everything. There will be a point, Liam, where we can just ditch the spoon and use our hands. And,
can we do it now?
I think now's the perfect time.
Can I get in?
Get in there.
Let's go.
Yes, and it's pretty fun, you know, it's a good stress reliever after a long day of surfing. And
You are not kidding. I'm not angry anymore.
that's all you need. And then we're gonna add our mini chocolate chips. We're gonna make it rain. Yes. And
Look how pretty this looks now.
oh, that's gorgeous. I think we should eat some. There's no raw eggs in it after all.
That's so good. Are you kidding me? So we're done.
And then we gotta bake it. So now, Liam, we're gonna spread it into our little pan, which I put a little foil on our sheet pan here and added some olive oil to prevent it from sticking. Liam, will you help me just pat this out onto the pan?
Nice and tight down.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And so now I'm gonna take this fork and actually poke little holes in this dough, because when it bakes, we don't want too many bubbles to form. We're just gonna add some sugar here, just enough so that it coats all the dough in each and every corner. And so the sugar makes a delicious texture on top of the shortbread, so it also looks very pretty as well. We're gonna go ahead and bake these at 350 degrees until they're golden brown and smelling so good that your stomach starts rumbling.
All right. Are we going to the oven?
Let's do it.
Oh, that looks so good. Are
Wow.
you kidding me?
Oh yeah. That smells so good. And it's
careful.
so golden brown. Thank you. Nice and hot.
I'll take this tinfoil off. I'll be very careful not to burn my fingers.
Oh yeah. Nice and delicate.
You ready?
Ready.
Oh, that was so easy.
Voila. You got a clean pan. You don't even need to wash it. And then we're ready to go.
Good, because I hate doing dishes.
Me too. All right, so now it's like we're unwrapping a present. We have this beautiful shortbread. So now we're gonna cut up little squares just for us to taste test.
I was hoping you'd say that.
You can cut it into whatever size you like. It makes such a great gift.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Are you kidding me?
It's clear to me that Liam is my new personal cookie monster. And we're about to crumble some of the shortbread on top of the panna cotta.
Every day I'm crumbling.
So I use these little 4-ounce glass jars that hold just the right amount for 6 people. Check this out, Liam. So we're just gonna crumble a little shortbread on top of each one.
Can I start from this side?
Absolutely, divide and conquer.
Every day I'm crumbling.
Make it rain.
I'm making it rain, cookie crumbles, baby.
And just for good measure, I want to jazz things up while you're in the kitchen with me today. So we're gonna add an extra drizzle of olive oil.
Ooh, okay.
We're just gonna top each one with a little olive oil. This is an optional step, but I highly recommend it. All right, ready to get into it?
Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm so excited.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
Let's
Cheers
go.
again.
Cheers. Forget about it.
That is a reminder that life is too good and you should be grateful for everything. Lauren, that is delicious.
Thank you. Good work, Liam.
Folly Beach Police Department is outside and I think you're under arrest because you just killed this recipe. I'm having another bite.
I think it tastes extra good because you're here right now. And I think I'm about ready to just enjoy this outside by the beach. Maybe catch a few waves. They look pretty fun out there.
I'm ready to paddle out when you are.
I'm Lauren, and this is Liam. Thank you so much for watching Now We're Cooking.